First of all, I want to give a thumbs up to our fans in the dog pound for being here. And then our organization for the setup here. I think it's really spectacular. It gives our fans a little different access, a chance really to sit down. You know, some great stands over there and the stands that they put on this side of the field. So I think it's real fan friendly, and I think more people will come out, and I think our players really enjoy that. So again, first, thanks to our fans. Secondly, thanks to our football team. I thought they came out and competed. I can tell that we're a step better than we were a year ago by far. I think there was less assignment errors in the first day. There was less balls on the ground, less turnovers. I don't even know if the defense had one. So they were mad at me for that because they want to get their hands on the ball, but the offense got to fight like heck to make sure we don't turn it over. But I thought overall it's a good first day. It's good to have all our players out there. I know there were some players that left practice, but all those things were IV related. It's just the heat, you know, and everybody's got to be able to deal with the heat, and I think we'll be fine. So, you know, keep our fingers crossed. It was a good first day, but we got a lot of days to keep working. You know, there's more days to come. As I told our team tomorrow, we got to get better. We got to practice better tomorrow than we did today, and I think the guys will be up for the challenge.
Did you say IV related? Like
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, just cramps, you know, cramps and guys going down, nothing major. I know that for sure. So all those things were definitely IV things.
That includes Britt, just to be.
Yes, sir. No doubt. Includes every guy that went out.
Well, what did you think of your top three quarterbacks? What did you see on this first day?
I thought there was some good work. You know, obviously mix and matching like we are, as I told you guys I would. And, you know, I'll keep going and looking and make adjustments to that as I go. But I thought it was some good work for them all. They all threw some good balls, some things that we need to continue to work at and see. But I thought it was a good first day. Anytime you don't turn the ball over first day of practice or have fumble snaps on the ground, that's something you look for and you feel good about. So all in all, I think it's a good first day.
Was the fact that Joel Bitonio seemed to be a little bit of a surprise? I think I was expecting him maybe a little later in camp. Him being out there today, is it just a matter he is that far ahead of schedule?
Absolutely. He's ready to go. You know, Joel's done a great job with his rehab, and again, credit to our staff, our medical staff for getting him up and going, but he put in the work. He's done a great job. It's good to see him out there.
Same too with Greco too?
Yes. Yeah, all those guys, you know, and we'll keep monitoring those guys as we go. The goal is to make sure guys finish this training camp, you know, healthy and ready to go, but we got to practice football. We got to do football. So those guys will do that as we continue to move forward.
Corey made a nice sleeping catch down the sideline. Nice to see Corey back out there practicing and ready to roll.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, again, as I said yesterday, we're a very healthy team right now. My goal is to try to keep us healthy, but also practice football. So again, I've had numerous talks with Joe Sheehan and our strength staff and all of our medical people, just how to keep our players out there better, but get the most out of them. You know, maybe not wear some guys out as much, but make sure we're practicing football and getting better.
Hugh, were you in that kind of ring where it looked like Miles had a couple of sacks in that pass rush drill?
I was over there in that ring. I mean, obviously he's a good player, but as I told Miles, you guys got to do it every day. You know, every day, and keep working at it and keep his head down and stay humble and keep working. And I think the young man will do that.
Is Joe Thomas okay? He was in the team.
Yeah, no, he's fine. I mean, again, I'm a monitor Joe. I'm gonna keep that hourglass on that guy until we need to. Joe's proven to me everything he needs to, and I know this young man knows how to get ready to play. You know, and I kind of give him the green light that way, because one thing we all know about Joe is he's gonna be out there when the time comes, and he'll be ready to play and play well.
So I understand that, you know, he does get rest a lot of times, but when he's out there, if Miles gets to go against him, what kind of teaching can that be for a guy like that?
It could be a really good teaching moment, you know. I think Joe's up to that challenge, trust me. He's looking forward to it. It's going to happen. When it's going to happen, I don't know. I mean, I'm not scripting it to happen. I know it's going to happen at some point in time, but it'll be a good challenge for them both. So we're looking forward to that. Yes, he is. I mean, well, I think he's understanding the offense. You know, I could take you back to his days at OTAs. He struggled calling the plays, you know. The words were a lot simpler. The language was different. So I didn't see as much of that today. So that's improvement. Obviously, he made some good throws, and you know, didn't turn the ball over. So those things are good. But again, it's just one day. You know, we're not going to make decisions on guys in one day. We got a lot of work to do.
Does Corey look full speed?
Yes, he does. He looks explosive. Looks like the old Corey. And my goal is to keep him that way. See if we can keep him that way throughout camp. throughout these preseason games and get him to the season playing like we think he can play.
We've had a lot of top picks here over the years that rarely do we see the humility that we see out of Miles. From a coaching standpoint, how refreshing is it to have a guy like that who seems to get it already?
It's outstanding. You know, I give credit to our executive team because we drafted the right one, in my opinion. You know, he's not only is he a great football player, a great person, a great young man who loves football and wants to be great and willing to do whatever it takes to be really good. So I'm glad he's a part of our organization. That's it. Thank you. Where's Peter? When I need him.
One more.
See, Peter's got my back. Corey talked about learning the playbook today and kind of how he had to. That was kind of the biggest thing for him last year, dealing with the injuries and learning the playbook and things like that. Have you seen significant progress?
No question. Huge. He's telling other guys how to get lined up. A year ago, he couldn't do that. I think it was spinning for him a year ago. And it's tough. I mean, I think if we just really think of a rookie player coming into a new environment, learning a new language, new coaches, the National Football League, playing against the best of the best, the draft status, you know, having to compete at a high level, play in and play out, and be at your best all the time. That's hard. That's hard for anybody. But that's what he has to do, and he gets it. And I think he's taken on that challenge and ready to go.
Have you addressed with him the investigation that he's still under, and do you have to help him make sure that that doesn't become a distraction for him? Is that any kind of an issue?
You know, Mary Kay, honestly, there's nothing that we've dealt with that way. You know, I think Corey understands what our organization wants to accomplish that way off the field, and I think right now it's being taken care of the way it is, and I don't think it's right for me to comment on it. But I will say this about all of our players. I think all of our players know that we have a kind of zero tolerance when it comes to a lot of different things, and we will not support things that are wrong or that go wrong off the field with our football team. Not just him, but any player. So that's just the way it's going to be, and I stand by that wholeheartedly. Thank you very much.